Assalamu alaikum class. So this is Asim and today's lecture is about study skills. As you know, this is an introductory class. So we have discussed this already in the class. So let's move on to the next slide. First of all, the question came to my mind is study skills. What is study skills? Basically, study skills are how to study. So basically, it's a noun, originally the method that used in USA. With effective learning, especially viewed as a set of skills that can be acquired or taught, the ability to study effectively. So first of all, it is an experience in 1920s in USA. So okay, what is the definition of study skills? So as we have already discussed in the class, study skills an array of skills which tackle the process of organizing and taking in new information, retaining information and dealing with assessments. They include mnemonics, which aid the retention of lists of information, effective reading, concentration techniques, and efficient. So this study basically teaches you how to study in university. So that helps you how to maintain yourself and how to mold yourself in the environment where you have never been before. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So this is another definition that what is meant by study skills. Study skill, academic skills or study strategies are approaches applied to learning. So more broadly, any skill which boosts a person's ability to study, retain and recall information which assist in and passing exams can be termed as study skills. And this could include time management and there are various factors include in that. So let's move on to the next one. Let's see what it takes. So it's only an introduction to study skills. That's why मैं आपको सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्शन ही दूंगा इसका. So this research is also has been done in University of Lynchburg. So I have taken this note from that university. So first of all, I'm going to discuss that note taking. So this slide will show you and teach you how to take notes while you are in study in the class. The first topic and point is copy professor board notes and check Moodle. First of all, you note down every point that the teacher write on the board. The next is paraphrase professor's words. So आपने उनको paraphrase करने in your own words. Do not copy as it is, or you may take a help from that. And next is third point, take up as much space as needed. Okay, and the next is fourth one, review your notes every night. Whatever you learn, whatever you taught in the class, you have to read and rewrite every night. So next is number 5. Create your own abbreviations. So create your own abbreviation means take your own words and alphabets that you can easily understand. There are various things, so be in your comfort. That is very important for your learning. And next you jot down any idea that the professor repeats. Okay, whatever the professor repeats, that means it is an important thing for you. It can be important for your exams, so repeat it every night. Repeat it whenever you take time. And next is notice verbal cues. Now this is important. This is a very important topic in a line as well, so need to take these things very seriously. And next is number 8, highlight your book class material. Whenever and whatever you find it an important thing, underline it. and the next is write down all examples. तो आपने एग्जाम्पल्स पुट करनी है. दैट हेल्प्स यू अ लिटिल कि आपने क्या क्या पढ़ाया और क्या नहीं है. एग्जाम्पल से ही आप सीख सकते हैं. So that is very important point for you. So okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's see what it teaches us. This research is also from University of Vandenberg. It's a very famous. So now this slide is about time management. That is very important for your time in university. Okay, first point is make a weekly or daily to-do list. Okay, plan your lessons and plan your routine accordingly. Maybe it is based on weekly and daily process. That will help you to study and pass your exams. And next is use a calendar or planner. You may use a calendar or planner to plan your lectures, to plan your routine, to plan your stay in the university. These are the important points that you have to face while you are in study in university. And next is get up early to get stuff done. So that is very crucial important point. Always get up early and get your stuff done. जो भी काम करें टाइम से करें, अर्ली उठें, और अर्ली जब आप उठते हैं तो आप अचीव कर पाते हैं अपने गोल्स. डू नॉट वेस्ट योर लाइफ स्लीपिंग. नेक्स्ट इज रिवॉर्ड योरसेल्फ व्हेन टास्क आर कंप्लीट. You can reward yourself and reward yourself when your tasks are complete. Okay, these things are very important and you can boost yourself while doing that. So boost yourself whenever you have done what is due in your date. And next is schedule your me time so it doesn't eat up study time. ओके, जो भी करना है आपने उसका शेड्यूल करना है. कि टाइम टेकिंग चीज़ें हैं तो उसको कलेक्ट करने के लिए अपने आप से बाहर निकल के चीज़ें करनी होती. तो जो भी करना है उसका शेड्यूल बनाया एंड देन फॉलो दैट शेड्यूल. So important thing is to get up early and schedule and plan for whatever you want to do. It can be based on daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis. It depends how it takes and how it going to do in the purpose. Next is read the syllabus and make plans from it. ये बहुत ही अहम टॉप पॉइंट है. तो इस पे आपने सिलेबस को रीड करना है और अपने प्लान सेट करने हैं. Then mold yourself to achieve these targets. Next is prioritize and schedule what you need to do. Be realistic. ओके, आपने प्रायोरिटाइज करनी है चीज़ें जो आपके लिए ज़्यादा अहम है, वो आपने करनी है. तो उसी के अकॉर्डिंग आप शेड्यूल बनाएं और उसी को अकॉर्डिंगली आपने आगे लेके चलना है. तो बी रियलिस्टिक मीन्स टू फेस द रियलिटी. डोंट बी शाय एंड डोंट क्वेश्चन योर एबिलिटीज. बी रियलिस्टिक. डू व्हाट यू कैन and try to improve what you can't. So next is number 8. Set aside study classwork hours each day. So it is not important to study in the class only. There are various aspects and things where you can study, where you can spend your hours on studies. So these sort of things that you have to manage. Next is have a spot where all study takes and study in a group. Okay, so there are things where you can study. You can take your study in a group and you can take in privatize and lonely basis. These are the things that you have to privatize, that what is your priority. Okay, next is, let's move on to the next slide. Let's see how it brings us. Next is test preparation. That is very important. Let's see, and very important that how to prepare yourself for tests and how to prepare yourself for task. That is very important. So these are the things that help you to how to prepare yourself for the test. Make flashcards. Flashcards is a very important thing that helps you how to prepare yourself for test. Okay, next is rewrite or reread your notes. That is very important point. Read anything that you read in the class, rewrite whatever you wrote in your class while you were in lecture. So repeated things हमेशा आपकी help करती हैं. Whenever you repeat things, you are better able to learn those things that you repeat. Next is get help if you need it. Okay, that is very important point. Don't shy to get help. Whenever you struggle and you need to help, ask for it. Go for it. Don't shy. That will help you in future. जब आप shy करेंगे help लेने से, then you will not be able to do what you are going to do. And next is use past and other learning resources. These are the things that you can do while you are in university. These are the things that we have already discussed in the class that I have surely provide you the material, as I have always do that and I have done that already. And next is don't cram. That is very important point. These are the things that girls do oftenly. That isn't the thing that you should do in the class or whatever and wherever you are reading. That won't help you in future. Maybe वो आपको थोड़े टाइम के लिए हेल्प कर सकती हैं, but in future, in a longer learn, you will not learn the things that you have to. So repeat things. I have already discussed in the previous point that do not cram. Just rewrite and reread the things. That's only how you will able to get these points. Next is know the test format. That is very important. You need to know what is the format of the test. Maybe there are different kind of tests, maybe MCQs tests and lengthy tests and study tests, so have to know that what is the format of the text. And next is get all of your question answered. Okay, that is very important. हमेशा कोशिश करें कि सारे ही सवालों के जवाब आप दें. अगर आप नहीं दे पाएंगे सवालों के जवाब, आप छोड़ देंगे सवाल, तो जाहिर है आपके नंबर भी घट होंगे. So try to answer all the questions that you have in your question paper. Next is number 7. Verbalize what you know. Tell, teach. Okay, that means whatever you have in your mind, try to speak and try to ask and try to question to your teacher or your friends and classmates. Teach the material to someone else. You can tell your friend, you can teach your friend, you can ask your teacher. These sort of things that help you in future and help you in university while passing your exams. These are very important points for you. Okay, next is be caught up on all work for the test. Okay, caught up yourself when you are best known for your study on this test. That is very important for you. So caught up on the all work for the test. So take some time and take a lot of time for your study and caught up all your work for the test. Next is identify your problem areas. First of all, the important thing is to become a critic of yourself, to criticize yourself when you did wrong, and criticize yourself whatever you do wrong. So first identify where are your weaknesses, where your strengths are. So identify your weaknesses and work on that. Plan for it. Make a plan and work on it. These are the things that help you in your future. And next is, let's move on to the next slide. Hopefully you're getting all the points that I'm sharing with you. Okay, as everybody knows that you हम पहले भी पढ़ चुके हैं class में. Obviously there are different experience of recording lecture and lecture in physical classes. You have already this material, you have already studied that, you know what we are going to do right now. You may ask a question in the end, or you may share your idea and view personally, wherever you feel comfortable. Okay, next is reading. So that is very important. If you don't read, obviously don't learn things. Reading is very important. When you read, that is where you're able to write well. These techniques are interlinked. If someone reads, obviously he will be able to write well. Next is read more than once. That's very important, that we have already discussed in the previous slide. Repeat things. That is where you can learn and you can be able to digest this material or a thing that you are going to read. So repeat more than once. Next is highlight and take notes. That is very crucial for you. Highlight all the key notes and important points. Do not miss these points while you are attempting your paper or test, because missing important points can deduct your marks. The next is key notes. And take notes. Take notes while you were in class, or you can take notes from a friend. That there are various things that you can do. And next is make margin notes. Make margin notes. Basically, you can shorten down your work while you were in class. These are the things that you have to do. So these all techniques that helps you in your study and while you were in tests or in exams. Okay, next is don't put off reading assignments until the last minute. Never put off things that are important for you. These things help you how to progress yourself in life. This not only help you in university, that will help you in your future. So do not put off reading assignments until the last minute. Try to rewrite and reread this point. Next is review after reading. Whenever you read your material or paper, review that. Review after every reading. That is very crucial and key point for you. And next, you keep from dozing off. Don't read right before going to bed, and don't read in bed. That is very important, interesting point, that don't dozing off, don't read right before going to bed. Obviously, you will fall asleep very fast, and don't read in bed. This is not a good habit when you are in bed and try to study. Eventually, जब भी आप देखते हैं कहते हैं यार मैं पढ़ता हूँ तो नींद आती है. So these sort of things can't help you in your studies. So keep from dozing off, don't read right before going to bed, and don't read in bed. So next is read and understand caption and figure. Okay. Captions are very important. As so many people thought that face an index of an heart. That is where a caption is an index of a book, or a title is an index of a book. So that's why a caption tells you what is going to and what are going to study next. So read and understand caption and figures. And next you make a glossy of terms. And so once my teacher told me that everybody and so many people can speak, but the superior is someone who have vocabulary. So I suggest you to make a vocabulary strong and make a glossary of terms. When you have so many terms, basically you are efficient. When you have words, obviously you will be able to speak. So reading and listening and these are skills combine together to help you in your future. So I suggest you to make a glossary of terms that will help you to write well. And lastly, pace yourself. So that is very important point for me and for you as well. Pace yourself according to the time. Do not delay. Maybe doing things early can be a good idea, but pace yourself according to the deadlines, according to the time. So these sort of things you have to do while you were in studying in the university. And next is pay attention to key concepts and reviews. Always be attentive in class or be attentive while you were in studying. So attention is the key. That is where you can learn things. So that is why I show you to pay attention to key concepts. So these sort of things we have already discussed in the class as well, and I repeated it for you. Hopefully that will help you in future, and we will discuss that in class participation. Hopefully this lecture and things will go well and help you in a long way. Thank you very much.